pizzas for breakfast.
Pizza's not for breakfast! No!
Pizza's not for breakfast! Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily Reddit content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, you know it. Today we are jumping right back into rSlash Entitled Parents. Took a little day off yesterday with the backlog video. It was super nice. I'm gonna try not to rely on them too much because I've only got like 100 of them. But without any further ado, we'll get into this fresh, hot, beefy Entitled Parents video. Let's go. I shouldn't get my badge since I was too young. Oh, the spelling already, let me tell you. Backstory, really was an extrovert as a kid, so I took Boy Scouts. This was before Girl Scouts can join Boy Scouts. What? Okay. I was really good at it, so I continued to work hard, and when I was 13, I took a first aid merit badge. Merit badge. Is this autocorrect? Alright, I'm dwelling too much. I'm sorry. So, I did my thing and got the pre-badge requirements done, so I was so pumped to do it. Let's meet our cast for today. OP, that's me, the OP. EP, the entitled counselor who was biased against me. SM, Scoutmaster, K, Entitled Parents Kid. Story, so I got all my prerequisites done, and I was super hyped to do the badge along with the others. So I showed my understanding of the badge, and even the older scouts there were impressed. So when Entitled Parent needed help, I gave it to her not knowing the result. So I was helping a kid out, and Entitled Parent pulled me aside to only tell me this. You need to grow up a bit before you can get the badge. Look at my son. He 100% knows what he is doing and is over first class. I was a tenderfoot at the time. So I tried to calmly explain to her that I obviously knew what I was talking about for the badge, and I proved that I have all the prereqs. So this went back and forth like a tug-of-war, but tug-of-war quickly escalated into war. War. Entitled Parents. Even if you have the requirements, you're just a stupid kid and don't know anything. Or something along the lines like that. OP. Well, clearly you're dumber than me if you need me to explain the material, you dumb asshole. Entitled Parent. You need to learn to respect your elders. OP. Well, most elders are smart. Clearly, you are a rock. You are a rock. Not dumb as a rock. Just an actual rock. She actually grabbed me and pushed me out of the door to the first aid training. OP. Get your grimy, wrinkly, filthy hands off of me. After I got the head leader of the camp, she reluctantly gave me my blue card. Blue cards show you got the actual badge fair and square. Final day rolls around and I get my envelope with all my blue cards. I had them with flying colors, except for one. Hi, welcome back to Insert Game Show here, and let's see our question. What badge was missing from the envelope? Was it A, fishing, B, first aid, C, leatherworking, B, final answer? If you guessed B, you would be correct! Ding ding ding! Well, it wasn't missing. It was shredded up, and a piece of white paper that said, Grow up! I was furious. I grabbed my Scoutmaster, dragged him along to the first aid site, and let her get a piece of my mind. She denied it left and right, and even had the audacity to say, Why would it be little old me? Scoutmaster. Ma'am, we know it was you. We have cameras for YPT, but they catch everything. Slowly, the color drained from her face. I never knew about these cameras, but better late than never. I had to prove to the council that I did understand the material in the end, but I aced that. Thankfully, Entitled Parent got fired on the spot, and I got the badge after all. Edit, forgot to mention, her son also came in to report her to the police afterwards, so he was cool. You smell that? It smells like a fake story to me. What kind of police officer is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna arrest you over this merit badge? I don't know anything about scouting, I'm gonna be real with you. I joined scouts for 1 year and just absolutely hated it. Me and my brother both quit. I think during the same year we showed up to like a couple meetings and we're like, this is super lame. We live in the middle of the San Fernando Valley, we're never gonna use any scouting stuff. But I know some people take it like really seriously. When I was working as an inventory manager, I used to have a coworker who would come to me every day and tell me about his arrow badge or whatever, how he was like a master scouter or something like that. I just put a smile on and said, hey, that's great, but internally I was cringing pretty hard. But whatever, I try not to judge people too harshly. I get it. There's some people out there that would cringe about my video game collection, so, you know, to each their own. Now, if this story really did happen, I don't think that the entitled parent would just come out of nowhere and say, you need to grow up a bit. Obviously, the OP did something that was left out of the story. Little detective work there. And then it escalated into this. And then the cops showed up and arrested entitled parent over a merit badge. Wesley Merit Badge. The Spanish-American war general. Wesley Merritt. Oh, God. That is too hilarious. And what about the secret YPT cameras? What's YPT? Control F saves the day. YPT means Youth Protection Training. Okay. Why do they need cameras? I really don't know. I guess to protect the youths. Anyways, story smells of fake. Maybe it isn't, you know. I don't want to judge too harshly because of that, but I'm pretty sure there was something left out of the story if it is real. And next time I want the whole scoop, OP. Lay all your cards on the table. You can't look too bad. I mean, we're all on Reddit. Anyways, let's jump into the next story. Karen and Co. want to pet my service dog. Oh, cute dog. This happened yesterday, and while, as usual, many will call me an asshole, I still don't feel bad about it. I'm on my way home from work and decide that I need to do my grocery shopping then, because I'm exhausted and I know I won't get out again once I get home. Feel that. Important to note at this point, for those that don't know, I have a service dog in training, Sadie, that goes everywhere with me. So I was in the membership version of America's most popular store, and browsing to see hat groceries I'd need for the month. Hat groceries. Whatever. When I hear the familiar high-pitched squeal of the increasingly common vagina banshee. Now, this isn't an uncommon occurrence, as anyone who's seen my dog will tell you, she is absolutely adorable. Great Pyrenees, half Catahoula leopard dog, 7 months old and about 65 pounds. She knows better than to interact with people at this point, but she does do as she's trained, and sees the kid running up and puts herself between me and the kid. Not really in a guard stance, but sideways between myself and the kid, and touching the back of my legs so I know where the person is approaching from. In this case, I already knew, but I still turned around and gave her a treat. She's still learning after all, and I told her to heel. She does as she's told, and the kid slows down and comes to a stop now that I'm between him and Sadie. EM, entitled mom, SC, sentient cum stain, aka kid. Entitled kid.
Your dog is so cute, I wanna pet it!
OP, I'm sorry, but see the vest with the patches she's wearing? It says service dog, do not touch. That means she's working right now and can't be distracted. I don't really like kids much beyond my niece and nephew, so I'm not good with telling ages, and I don't really know if he could read. I figured he knew how to obey signs, though, so I thought if I told him what it said, then he'd understand. Nope, but he still hasn't earned his nickname quite yet. Entitled kid.
What's a service dog? She doesn't look busy. Just one pet?
He's not being rude, just sounds more curious than anything, so I don't really mind explaining. And I notice a woman push her cart up behind him, so I assume she's his mom, and I feel a bit more relaxed about the situation. OP. A service dog is a dog that helps people do things. There are all types of jobs dogs can do, but they can't be distracted because their owners need them to pay attention to only them in case something happens. Entitled kid.
But she's just sitting there right now. If she's not gonna get back to work, you should let me pet her.
Now at this point, I should have noticed the "if she's not gonna get back to work" red flag, and guessed that he was being raised by a Karen, but honestly I've only dealt with a few Karens in my life and didn't think much of it, just that he was a kid being annoying. Me to his mom. Ma'am, could you please explain it to him? I don't have kids, so I'm not too good at this. I admittedly probably sounded annoyed in all honesty, but I was still trying to be polite, and I don't think I was being unreasonable here, but she seemed to take offense. Entitled mother.
Why? He just wants to pet her. It's not a big deal, and he's been acting really good today, and he deserves a treat. I don't see why you don't let him pet her.
OP definitely annoyed now. Ma'am, she's a working dog. She shouldn't be distracted. I don't mean to be rude, but you're also not wearing masks, and COVID has been known to spread to dogs as well, so I'd really prefer no one to mess with her. We're in Texas, and I'm sure everyone has heard how poorly the state is handling the pandemic, but the majority of people still refuse to wear masks, and of all the shops I've been to, only one store still has a no mask, no entry rule. Shout out to Skechers, thanks for being proactive. Entitled mother.
Oh, you're one of those people. Just let him pet the stupid dog so we can move on. The stupid virus is over with. Everything is open now.
OP, I think we're done here. And I just turn and walk off, keeping Sadie in my sight just in case. It should have ended there. She should have just told the kid that I was an asshole or something and moved on. But if she did, I wouldn't be posting this. Instead, she leaves her cart behind, walks up behind me, and grabs my shoulder. It's at this point I should mention that I have Sadie because of my PTSD. Now usually it's controllable. I'm on meds to help with my anxiety, and I'm in therapy and don't usually have a problem. Hell, I even love music festivals and raves, and have only had a problem one time when I was trying to leave EDC early and got stopped at the gate because they were about to set off fireworks, and something about the bangs and being close enough to feel the vibrations of that many fireworks kinda got to me. I guess with the quarantine being so recent, and not having to worry about people randomly grabbing me and touching me and my stuff, I mean hell, even someone rolling absolute balls at a rave usually asks before they hug you or something, I'd kinda let my guard down a bit. This set me off though, and without even thinking, I grabbed her hand and spun around, twisting her arm, and pushed as hard as I could, sending her sprawling to the ground. "What the hell's wrong with you?" I yelled. And I said some other stuff, but I was mad and honestly don't remember what I said. Something about no means no, and I don't want her nasty ass hands on me. At this point, Sadie had gotten between us in her stance and had begun to bark, loudly and repetitively as she's been trained to do so she can get someone's attention. I noticed that Sadie was off of her damn leash because somehow Entitled Kid had gotten in front of my cart and unhooked it. Luckily, Sadie is the best girl and doesn't need a leash to do her job. She never even thought about running and just stood in front of me barking. Entitled Kid was crying after seeing what happened to his mom and getting scared that the cute puppy was now looking pretty damn mean. Now, Sadie wouldn't hurt a fly, but this woman didn't know that, and Sadie has a very intimidating bark. Without even standing up, this woman was scrambling to get back from me and grabs at her cart to stand up. Of course, employees start running to see what's going on, and when one gets there, she asks, "What's going on?" Entitled Mother,
This man's dog tried to attack me. I was just trying to get his attention and it bit me.
Now, I've browsed this sub enough to know where this was headed, and I wasn't in the mood. OP, look, just call the cops and grab the camera footage. I'm not gonna play the he said she said game. The employee calls for the manager, who calls the cops and asks us to come to the front office to get things sorted out. We start to head to the front office, but once there, Entitled Mother says
She doesn't have time for this and has places to be.
and just walks out of the store. No one tries to stop her, but the manager looks at the footage and prints off her face to put on the banned people wall. And when the cops arrive, they say there's nothing they can do since she already left. I got an employee discount for my food, which was nice, but I left in a pretty bad mood because of the interaction. After getting home, I gave Sadie a small slab of steak for being such a good girl, and just took a shower and went to bed. Didn't get anything done that I needed to, but it had been a long day and I was extra annoyed. So, that's it, sadly. No real repercussions for Karen other than maybe a bruise or two where she hit the tiles and a traumatized kid, but if this sub is any indication, Karens don't learn from stuff like that. Here's hoping the kid at least learned a thing or two. And because this is Reddit, I'll know I'll be asked if I don't include, here's a few galleries of Sadie. Pet tags. I don't let people pet Sadie at the moment because my girlfriend is immunocompromised, and Sadie, of course, has a spot on her bed even when she sleeps over. Otherwise, I'd be happy to let people pet her, if they asked first. Well, to me, it sounds like the dog has more training than Entitled Kid did. I honestly don't agree about twisting Entitled Mother's arm and whatever, kicking her through the back wall of a grocery store. Or whatever you say happened. But, I do understand how you can get caught up in the heat of the moment. You know, Asia taught me all about that. The heat of the moment. The name Sadie is absolutely perfect for a pupper like this. The first pupper that I ever knew at my aunt's house was a big brown dog named Sadie, just like this one. It wasn't even my dog, and I cried with my cousin when that dog passed away. I guess the part of the story that confuses me just a little bit is like, it's a service dog in training, so are you going to give her away once the training's over? Or you're just training your dog to be a service dog? I assume the former, but I'm really not too sure. You seem attached to the little pup. I definitely don't know if I could go through all of that training with the dog and then at the end be like, okay, see you later. Like, no, that's my dog. And you know, I'm always a stickler for things regarding COVID, so I'm just gonna say that dogs can indeed get COVID, but they cannot transmit it to humans. So, take from that what you will. I probably still wouldn't let her pet the dog just because, one, she's being an asshole, and two, I don't want my dog to get COVID. Even if they won't end up infecting me. It's probably not good for them, so you made the right choice either way. I just wanted to point it out because, that's just the kind of over-analytical person I am, I guess. But overall, pretty good story. I'm absolutely shocked that people just let the Karen walk out. You should have stopped her yourself. But then maybe you would be the one in handcuffs, so... you probably made the right call, OP. And I absolutely guarantee that Karen learned nothing from the encounter. But at least if she sees you again, she'll know to steer clear. Find another target. Not today, Satan. Anyways, let's jump into one last story, and then I'm gonna get out of here. My entitled mom got angry at my sister for eating noodles. It's too funny. I gotta read it. I cannot stress the title of this post enough. My mom is entitled to her word. She thinks everyone should follow what she says. In this case, she did not want us to eat cereal, but the rest of us, Dad, me, and sister, wanted to eat noodles, so we did. Big mistake on our part. Our mom got furious at my sister because we ate it yesterday. True. Then she started verbally attacking her, and my sister got sadder and sadder by the time she got to our room. Then she started crying because she thought everyone hated her. I feel like we can understand this because all she did was make noodles. Your house sounds like a nightmare, OP. Fast forward 2 hours, and Mom is again verbally attacking my sister even though Dad's trying to stop her. Again, my sister's crying, so Dad shuts the door on my mom. Mom is shouting at my sister that
if she behaves this way and doesn't follow orders, she'll not marry anyone and will be left to rot on the streets because she's not eating lunch even though we ate noodles 2 hours earlier as our lunch.
My father's currently consoling my sister, and I'm angry at my mom for making my sister feel like wanting to die on the spot. Edit, thank you guys for all the support you've shown. I've showed it to my sister, and it really brightened up her day. Can't express how much I appreciate all the support. It'll be taken to heart. Edit 2, I won't be able to read how many comments from now because they're coming in once every minute. I also need to do my homework, so my replies to comments might not be fast. Now, I'm not a marriage counselor, I'm not a relationship expert in any way, but I think that the problems in this marriage and thereby this family go a lot deeper than eating noodles for 2 meals out of the day. Why did she want you to eat cereal for dinner? Is this like a translation error? Is this like one of those pizza for breakfast things?
Now pizza's for breakfast.
Pizza's not for breakfast! No!
I would say that mother's just like a type A personality, but this is going way beyond type A. This is like type AAA. She wants to control when people breathe and when people shit. Like, she's got some stuff to work through. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Be grateful for your father and that he is somewhat stable in this tumultuous relationship. But goddamn, I don't know how long he's gonna stick around either. Like, if that was me, bruh, I'll be gone so fast. We got 2 kids together? Sorry, I mean, I gotta get out. I'll pay the child support. At least I'll be somewhat happy again. At least I can choose what to eat for dinner. Hey, I think I want to heat up this cup of noodles. No, you're gonna sit down and eat those Frosted Flakes. It's 8 p.m., bitch. It's not time for Frosted Flakes. Ah, wild. But anyways, friends, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll like, comment, and or subscribe if you did. Check out the links in the description. Twitter, Discord, Patreon, my other gaming/media channel, which I do things on semi-regularly as well. You know, if you're into it. I'd also like to give a big shout out to my patrons. That first payment just went through, so officially, Robert Allen Waits, Nathan, Crimson Albedo, you're in the club. Nix is an OG, Radimus Cisco, also an OG, Damon Darkstar, and of course Nico the Legend, the most OGest of all. I think we just celebrated 1 year of having Nico as a patron, so he's got everybody beat by a long shot, and I definitely appreciate it, my dude. So if you'd like to become a patron, join up. We've got some pretty cool reward tiers. I can read you some creepypastas every weekend for at least a couple of hours. Saturdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing it on Sunday this week to avoid the 4th. But this one is also a free one, so even if you aren't a patron, you can come and join our creepypasta readings. All you gotta do is hop in the Discord server. But anyways, friends, as always, I appreciate you. I hope you'll wear your masks, wash your hands, keep yourself safe out there, because you are loved, you are valued, and you are deserving of that. So join me for the next time. We're probably due for some neckbeard, but I just have to go where the tide takes me. You know what I mean? So I hope you're looking forward to it, no matter what it is. And until the next time, friends, bye-bye.